Hey, what's up, metal and heavy music fans? It's Flight of Icarus again with MetalTrenches.com, and today I'm going to watch and review the latest music video from Summoning the LICH. The track is called Descend. And hey, if you like to be kept up to date with the best and brightest metal bands and albums from the underground and above, then stick with me by hitting that subscribe button down below. Alright, I caught a little snippet of this, and it was definitely enough for me to want to share my response with everyone. Some very strong, like, the Black Dahlia murder vibes. Okay, ads. Get out of here. Those drums sound awesome. Nice little opening, very blackened sounding tremolo. With really, man, those drums just sound sick, I think. I know, I always get in arguments with people about, it's a personal thing, I think. Yeah, see? This is like straight up the Black Dahlia murder. In fact, shameless plug, I have a Bands for Fans of the Black Dahlia murder video you should check out if you have not already. These guys most definitely would have made the list had I been aware of them. God, those guitars are fast too. This is like old school, the Black Dahlia murder too. I love the vocal variation. Like, that's one of my favorite things about that style is the quick shifts between the highs and lows. This guy sounds so much like Trevor, though. He even looks a little bit like him. Like, not a lot, but there's the similarities there. But yeah, the riffs too. That blackened kind of Melodeath inspired sound. Hell yeah. Just intense too. Really strong songwriting, really catchy, very infectious. Just across the board sounds really great. Production is awesome. This will be a sing-along too, I can tell. Like, this part, this will be one of those things I'll be driving. One hand on the wheel, one hand, descend! Little chuggy part here. Oh yeah. Ooh, we got some brie here. Awesome. I'm a big fan of the brie when it's used sparingly. If your band just uses brie the entire time, then I'm out. But as a nice punctuation point, I'm a fan. Man, this is just a really well constructed song. I'm really stoked to hear the rest of the album. I hear more announcements coming soon on that. Descend. I love it. Ooh, that bass. Listen to that bass tone. Awesome. Got some Halloween appropriate imagery too, I'd say here. 'Tis the season of the doot doot. Man, this is just fun. It's all around fun. Sacrifice. Hell yeah. I think I would have liked a little stronger ending as opposed to a fade out, but otherwise, fantastic. Fantastic stuff. So again, that was Summoning the LICH with Descend. And what did I think about it? I'm going to get right into my scales here. This is a 10 for enjoyability, for sure. Absolute blast. This is the perfect example of what is a 10 in my book when it comes to just pure fun. Man, I was just start to finish banging my head. Could not stop moving. Couldn't stop smiling at certain parts too. Very good time. Musicianship? Pretty high. Give it about a 9. I'm not going to give it quite a 10 because, again, I try to reserve that for, like, the artificial brains of the world. But, yeah, at least a 9. Really proficient. Strong performances across the board. The drums were great. The guitars were great. The bass interlude. Chef's kiss. Again. The vocals, too. Got to throw that in there. I love every aspect of it. And the songwriting, super strong. And then, in terms of innovation, still kind of like a 7. Like, you know, typical stuff, and especially like pretty, I'd even use the word derivative of the Black Dahlia murder. Like, I am just waiting to. I haven't looked in the comments, so I probably won't, but I'm sure there's a bunch of people like, oh, this is just straight up a ripoff. And I get that criticism. Like, that's not unfair criticism. However, they're doing it very well. And, you know, not one band has to have a monopoly on a particular sound. But that would be my critique for them is, okay, this is great. Now, how do you forge your own identity out of this? How do you make yourself stand out from that? So that's my thinking on that. So 10, 9, 7. So all in all, we're looking at like a B plus here. Very, very solid. And yeah, cannot wait to hear the rest of the album. And it looks like there's like a planned album trilogy. So well, that's pretty ballsy move, kind of just getting started. So we'll see how that works out. But let me know in the comments what you thought of this track. And by the way, I mean, we're talking about the Black Dahlia Murder. Also, let me know what's your favorite The Black Dahlia Murder album. And in addition to the 4 fans of the Black Dahlia Murder video that I mentioned, I also have a Black Dahlia Murder album tier list that you should check out as well. And hey, just stick around in general. I got plenty more reviews coming right after this one. Not only track reviews, but full album reviews. Like I said, tier lists, interviews with bands on the podcast, you name it, we've got it. Plenty of reasons to subscribe if you have not already. Down in the description, you can find links to our social media, the email newsletter, metaltrenches.com for even more reviews and content, and our Patreon and Subscribe Star if you want to take that extra jump to becoming a full-on supporter. Would really appreciate it. Just $1 a month even gives you access to early content and helps me keep this train rolling. But that'll do it for now. Flight of Icarus signing off. I will see you in the trenches.